On their way to school, two students, Taichi and Rin, are caught in a magical circle and instantly transported to another world. Thinking they've somehow just ended up in the countryside, they spend the afternoon looking for any signs of civilization, even though their phones have no reception here. This giant demon horse somehow sneaks up on them. They try to run away, but are attacked by the monster. Seeing this, Taichi tells Rin he will distract the beast while she makes her escape. As it charges him, a bald dude appears out of nowhere, slashing its neck. A man hiding in a bush nearby uses his bow to incapacitate the monster. Another member of this trio again comes out of nowhere, explaining that the monster's meat is worth a lot of money. Using flame magic, she does just that. It only now becomes clear to Taichi that him and Rin have in fact entered another reality. The next morning, they tag along with the adventuring trio to the nearby city of Azpire. They've been inspired to become adventurers themselves and make their way over to the Adventurers Guild. To register into the guild, they must first take a magical aptitude test. This determines if they've got what it takes to join. Rin goes first, and 4 different coloured lights glow up on the crystal. The receptionist is shook, saying how amazing that is, then asks Taichi to go next. When he places his hand on the crystal, it fractures. The receptionist runs off, bringing back the guildmaster, who says at the moment they won't be able to register them into the guild, but his associate, Mueller, will take them to someone who can provide a bit of advice. Mueller leads them to a house in the forest on the outskirts of the city. Mueller knocks on the door and the owner of the house swings the door open, revealing a beautiful and immodest woman, whose name is Lamia. Mueller is actually her apprentice. Lamia gives the pair artifacts that measure both their current magical strength as well as their magical potential. After Lamia activates the artifacts, it is revealed that Taichi's magical potential is 120,000 and his current magical strength is 40,000. Rin, on the other hand, has a magical potential of 37,000 and her current magical strength is 5,000. For reference, people who have a magical potential of 10,000 and a magical strength of 2,000 are eligible to become royal mages or knights, fit to protect the royal family. Lamia declares that they must now both become her apprentices, as without proper guidance they won't reach their full potential and could become dangerous to themselves and others. She explains to Taichi that if his potential is properly trained and applied, he would be strong enough to where he could single-handedly destroy any nation in the world, having anything he could possibly want. The next day at breakfast, it is revealed that Rin is a quad magician, incredibly rare, and capable of using all 4 of the magical elements by chanting spells to tap into their power. Even rarer than that is Taichi, who is defined as a unique magician, who can tap directly into the elemental spirits themselves. Their training begins. Lamia takes charge of teaching Taichi, and Rin is taught by Mueller. Using knowledge from her science class about the process of combustion, Rin is able to easily visualize and cast her first basic spell, Fire. She then goes beyond that. She adds a flammable gas into the mix, creating an even stronger flame, impressing Mueller. In the afternoon, she finds Taichi, who has completely failed to manifest any magic. She insists he doesn't give up, and after some encouraging words, Taichi tries again. He hears the strange voice of a child in his head. He follows what the voice says to do, and is finally able to display some magical ability. They both do incredibly well with their training, and their abilities are now greatly enhanced. As a final test, they are tasked to take down various creatures, so that they can graduate from their apprenticeship. Taichi has to take down 3 fen wolves, which he does with ease, whereas Rin has to take out a pack of horned hares, which she also does with ease, using all 4 elements in conjunction with each other. They have a feast that night, and are told that their training here has come to an end, that they need to go back to Azpire in the morning to become adventurers like they planned from the start. After working as low-rank adventurers for a few weeks, doing mundane jobs, they are entrusted with a mission to discover what is causing Azpire's rising shortage of food and other various items. Their investigation leads them into a bar. They discover that the patrons of the bar were just hired to take the leftovers from a caravan that had already been raided. As they leave, they notice that some people are following them. It's a trio of female assassins. They block the path, then begin their attack. After a short fight, Taichi knocks one out, causing the others to quickly flee. Not knowing what to do with the unconscious one, they decide to take her to the guild as a captive. The guildmaster gives her an offer of freedom for information. The next day, in the lobby of the guild, Rin is waiting for them. She congratulates them on their completion of the quest, then offers them to be partners with her on an upcoming quest. A certain type of fruit is constantly being stolen in the northern farmlands, and she has been hired to protect the farmers and patrol the orchards there. They happily accept. Mueller takes them to the countryside to check on the orchards. They meet up with the farmers, who are happy they've come, but when Taichi shakes hands with the white-haired farmer, he senses something's wrong, but brushes it off. The farmers guide them through the orchards, when Rin senses monsters approaching. 3 orcs and 1 giant ogre appears. The orcs are swiftly dispatched by Mueller, and Taichi uses his favorite anime as inspiration for how he deals with the ogre. At night, they discuss how the monsters they fought aren't local to this area. Taichi thinks someone must have set up the attack to test them and their powers. In the morning, Taichi once again shakes hands with the white-haired farmer, whose name is Kasim. He states his hands are way too soft to belong to a farmer. Taichi confronts Kasim, and he admits that he had been the one orchestrating the theft of the fruit in order to lure them here. Suddenly, his partner Grammy reveals herself, having used a cloak that hides her presence. She announces she will fight the two girls by herself, leaving Taichi to fight Kasim solo. As Mula fights Grammy, she asks why she didn't just attack them when her presence was concealed. Grammy responds saying assassination is so boring and that she wants a real battle. Rin tries to distract Grammy from Mula so she can activate her enhancement magic, which will give her a fighting chance of winning. Kasim summons a frost elemental to attack Taichi. Taichi goes for his classic punch. Kasim explains that because it's made out of frost, normal attacks won't have any effect on it. He tries to attack it again with his sword this time, much to the same effect. Kasim then forms a ball of energy using his crimson blood magic, which he gives to the frost elemental. This turns the frost elemental red and increases its abilities to a state where it's virtually unbeatable by Taichi. Taichi suffers a hard hit to his chest, causing him to cough up blood. Mula, now fully charged up, runs in attacking Grammy, but still turns out to be no real threat to her. They rethink their plan and decide to use teamwork to try and take her down. They effectively juggle her and don't give her a chance to catch her footing. Rin then stuns her with an explosion and Mula finishes the job with a flaming sword. They beat Grammy, but we cut to Taichi, who is shown to have been almost completely beaten by the red elemental when he falls unconscious. He finds himself in a dark area lit by a small green light. A voice calls out to him. It's the same voice that he heard earlier when he started training. She reveals herself as a wind spirit, and that her name is Ariel. She offers him the power to win, but it will come at a great cost. To save Rin and Mula, he accepts the cost. When Taichi awakens, a tornado of wind is swirling around him. The red elemental lashes out and knocks him away, but this time he's completely unscathed. Kasim demands the elemental blast him with fire. Taichi summons winds to meet the fire's blast, easily overpowering and destroying the red elemental. Seeing just how strong he has become, Kasim and Grammy run away, but as they are running, Taichi summons a wind blast, cutting off Kasim's arm. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe so I know to keep making videos similar to this one.